They build the wall to stop you, but now they ask you leading. When they built the wall, they thought they were building something permanent, something would separate the chosen from the uninvited. They built them high, nigh do got it, with fear. They told themselves no one crossed this. They thought system was impenetrable, and they forgot one thing: the world don't stop people. Because who were never meant to ask for permissions. Who you were. You didn't knock, you didn't beg, and you didn't wait for approval. You build your own way. Do the one decisions, one risk, one moment, true. At the first, they laughed. They laughing. They say you were unpredictable, too bold, too different. They call you a dreamer. Quietly pray you fail, because someone like you could win. It would mean entirely structures lived by was illusion, and that terrified them. They have lose everything: how you should think, how you should move, how much success follow, and before you step out the line. But you didn't put a step out the line. You erased the line entirely. While they were playing the political in their marble tower, you were moving the silence, turning every rejection into the ammunitions. They build the barrier. You build the momentum. They build a system. You build a mastery. They build a fear. You build a fact. When results start to show, when people began to whisper your name in the room, you never iterate. They panic because the world they built once gave them safety, now shaking from the inside. They try to stop you. They try to discredit you. They try to box you in the category they made them feel in control. But every time they try to bury you, grow the roots, every time they try to silence you, your messages spray louder every time they close the door. You build your own. When they close the door and you build your own door, you become variable. Equations couldn't solve. The exception the system couldn't explain. They thought that the world would follow the rules forever, but the world was watching you. You were not chasing the permission. You were creating the proof. Proof that discipline beat privileges. Proof that conviction beat the connection. Proof that the quality beat the politics. Now those of same war once stood between you and them. They are crumbling, not because you destroy them with force, but because you outgrow them with focus. That's secret. They still cannot accept you didn't need to fight the system. You simply made it irrelevant. Now they met behind a closed door. Your name come up in the first 10 minutes. Not a straight, but a case study. How did you do? How did they do? How did we miss? How the one need now? Because he is the truth. When the system collapses, even the gatekeeper starting looking for someone who understands how to build without. The build war keep power content, but power evolve, stop being something that could own, become something that could become the builder. Hierarchies, you build the moment, the build obstacle. You build outcome, they build distance. You build the direction. And the irony, the same people who once say you didn't belong are now showing up, pretending they always support you. You can see in their tone the nervous admirations, rehearsed respect, an easy smile, someone who realizes they are standing in front of the person who changed the map. They are not laughing now. They are watching, they are studying, and they take note of you. Because leadership isn't about being invited. It's about making you existent, undeniable. You have done, you didn't win, breaking into their crystal. You won and building your own kingdom. They thought control was power, but you show them the power isn't by the control. It's about the influence. They control through the fear. You lead through the truth. You spoke riddles. You spoke a result. Now they're tired of defending system. Their system, it doesn't work. Their system doesn't work. And they're tired of chasing people royalty with manipulation, reward. They're tired of pretending the title equal the impact. They're tired because your mad leadership look effortless. You don't command follower. You inspire leader. You don't hold power. You don't hold power. You multiple. That's why it's asking you to lead, not because they believe in missions, but because you know you are the only one who can navigate the chaos they create. You become the answer for their own questions. What happened when someone stopped playing our game? This is the moment you stop playing, and suddenly everyone realized the game was never fair. You stop asking the world, start offering, you stop chasing, they start following. That's what happened. When someone refuses to be defined by the limit, when someone finally understands that the war were never real, just stories told by people afraid to see you rise, and the same system once tried to erase your name, echoing with your influence. They cannot control, they cannot ignore, they cannot replicate. And because what you build didn't come from the privilege, it's come from the purpose. And the purpose doesn't bend to the fear. Their build was to stop you, and now they're standing on the other side, studying the crack. Realize that the person they try to keep out is the only one who knows how to lead. Do the coming the next started quietly, no headline, no applause. No, a few nervous whispers. It's boardroom. It's used to decide the direction. In Thai industry, they used to speak with certainty. Now, the sentence ends with your name. Maybe you should bring them in. What if they are key? What are next? Do you think they even take our call? Because deep down they know the map doesn't work anymore. The world they build don't protect them. They trap them, and they stuck and analyze why their control is sleeping. You are already 10 steps ahead, leading from a place they cannot reach. You didn't take their power. You met your own power. That's what unsettled them most. You didn't overthrow their order with rebellion. You replace with the relevance. Now they can't complete the system built for the compliance. Yeah, you run a conviction. You lead with manipulation. You lead with the momentum, and the people can be its difference. That's why shifting toward, the more they try to preserve the past, the more people turn to you for the future. The more they postures, untouchable, the more you identity spotlight away them, because you didn't come to play the politics, you come to make progress. They build an empire out of ego, you build an influence out of impact. Those empire cracking is not from outside attack, but from the within. Their own people defecting quietly, sending messages, asking questions. It's greater than, hey, how did you do it? It's greater than, we have been trying for years, but you did it alone. It's greater than, can you teach us? They don't realize, but every time they ask you for advice, they are surrounding a little more control, because power shift the moment people start seeking direction from the new source and the right now. You are the source. You are not a friend. You are not a fan. It's not a follower. It's gravitational pull. It's an invincible force. Make people listen. When you speak, you didn't ask. You earn surviving. What they couldn't, why they rely on network, they rely on nerve. Why they depend on the status, they depend on the strategies. Why they move with cautious, you move with conviction. When they look at you, they see something lost long ago. Clarity. They are drowning in their own complexity, layered bureaucracies, secret politics, fake alliance. But you move with precision. Every step you feel like it's calculate years in advance, not because you had a perfect plan, but because you trust the KR. You turn setback into the strategies. You turn the rejection into the redirection. You turn the pain into the pattern recognition, and that's why cannot copy. They cannot copy you. You didn't come from the formula. You come from the fire. The fire they try to extinguish is the fire forge you vision. Now they're cycling back, trying to frame your rights as the partnership, pretending it was all part of bigger plan. You can see through. You can feel the desperation behind the handshake, unease behind their smile, because the first time they are not the one holding the pen. You want to spend the decades writing a narrative. Now they have tried to fit into your storyline. And honoring, they don't even realize it. Every move they make now is response to you. Your silence make them overthink. Your wins make them scramble. Your direction become the new standard. You build the entirely world designed to keep people like you out of, and now they're backing entire into you. That's ultimate shit, not when the powerful lose control, but when they start seeking validation from the one they try to silence, become their compass, their measure of relevance of their quiet perception. Deep down, you know this truth. You didn't just break through their wall. You defined what's possible. And now they're coming through with a proposal, offer, collaboration. Exclusive opportunity, but you don't need their spotlight anymore. You are the spotlight. They used to own platform, but now you have own narrative, because real power doesn't come from the permission. It's come from the perseverance, and you're undeniable. You didn't fight to be seen. You simply keep showing up. The world couldn't look away, and now you are leading the moment. They cannot control shifting market. You don't understand building influence. They cannot predict. They build a world, but you build a system of your own. You are smarter, faster, unstoppable, and still think a turn of control. They still want to control, but you think it's turn of the creation. Creation always wins. Because when the dust settles, another gatekeeper who survival is a builder, and that's why you always been not just disrupt, but an architect of the new order. And so now when they approach you trembling under the smile, asking your help, stabilize the world, and once rule, you already know the truth. You don't owe them. You don't owe them your help. You are the help. You always, and you are the new equations. They cannot balance. The new gravity, they can't resist the build world. To stop you, now they are begging you come back. How to rebuild the ruin. So here we are, the same pole. The ones echo with your rejection, now echo with your name. It is time reverse the people who owns. Look at you like outsider, now look at you like leader. Irony, and you never ask their approval. You earn their attention, surviving their silence. They spend years pretending not to see you, but now they cannot make a move without checking where you stand. They carefully build the hierarchies, and the mean to keep you beneath them is crumbling from the inside out, because when the two work line collapse under their own weight, that's exactly what you become. True emotions, you didn't shout, you didn't demand, you simply act. That's what's changed everything. You see, the leadership was never be about the title of power, or it was about the quality you had others, even when no one believed in you. You build when they doubt of you. You learn, and when they laughed. You keep moving when they try to block the past. And then the persistence has turned into something unstoppable influence. It's luck. It's not about the luck. It's called timing. Deep down, they know it's something rare alignment, because while they were busy chasing the relevance, and you were quietly become the essentials. They cannot lead anymore, and because leadership without a purpose, just performance. You broke the illusions, you built the idea. The only chosen few could make an impact. Now the world see the truth, not their approval, the build empire. It encourages you become the contagious. People are watching you now, not out of envy. The truth is simple. They build the world to stop you, but you're building something stronger, a legacy they can never contain. You prove what is possible, so let them whisper, let them strategies. Let them try to rewrite the story, and because the truth is simple. The truth is simple. They build the world to stop you, but you build something stronger, legacy. They can never contain. They build the world to stop you, but now they ask you leading. When they built the world, they thought they were building something permanent, something would separate the chosen from the uninvited. They built them high, do got it, with fear. They told themselves no one crossed this. They thought system was impenetrable, and they forgot one thing: the world don't stop people. Because who were never meant to ask for permissions. Who you were, you didn't knock, you didn't beg, and you didn't wait for approval. enter. You build your own way. Do the one decisions, one risk, one moment, true. At the first, they laughed. They laughing. They say you were unpredictable, too bold, too different. They call you a dreamer. Quietly pray you fail, because someone like you could win. It would mean entirely structures lived by was illusion, and that terrified them. They have lose everything: how you should think, how you should move, how much success follow, and before you step out the line, but you didn't put a step out the line. You erased the line entirely. While they were playing the political in their marble tower, you were moving the silence, turning every rejection into the ammunitions. They build the barrier. You build the momentum. They build a system. You build a mastery. They build a fear. You build a fact. When results start to show, when people began to whisper your name in the room, you never iterate. They panic because the world they built once gave them safety, now shaking from the inside. They try to stop you. They try to discredit you. They try to box you in the category they made them feel in control. But every time they try to bury you, grow the roots, every time they try to silence you, your messages spray louder every time they close the door. You build your own. When they close the door and you build your own door, you become variable. Equations couldn't solve. The exception the system couldn't explain. They thought that the world would follow the rules forever, but the world was watching you. You were not chasing the permission. You were creating the proof. Proof that discipline beat privileges. Proof that conviction beat the connection. Proof that the quality beat the politics. Now those of same war once stood between you and them. They